For the next 15 days, I'm gonna sell custom merch on Etsy using the power of AI and minimal Photoshop experience to see if we too can get rich, like all the YouTubers are saying.
This simple piece of AI-generated art has already generated nearly $7,000 in revenue.
This person right here has made over $1 million. In the last 5 years, they have been bringing in about $20,000 a month selling basic mugs like these.
But is this method really legit? It seems too good to be true. Well, over the next 2 weeks, I'm hopefully going to turn this pretty sad looking Etsy profile with 1 sale and 27 listings into a massive success. So far, I just have a ton of these city map canvas prints listed for sale, along with some St. Patrick's Day shirts, since that's coming up in about a week. On every day of this challenge, the goal is to post an additional 5 to 10 print-on-demand Etsy listings on our profile, along with spend about an hour a day learning about Etsy and how to become a successful seller, since we have a lot to learn. So to begin day 1, I spent about an hour watching YouTube videos from Etsy sellers who were giving tips on how to make sales. So one thing I learned from the YouTube video this morning is how to do product research and SEO using this new tool called eRank. This isn't sponsored or anything. I think it's literally a free software, but it tells you how much competition and searches you have for a specific keyword. So if, for example, you wanted to do research on the best t-shirts to sell on Etsy, you go over to eRank and search for t-shirts. And boom, you'll notice a broad term like this obviously has a lot of competition, and as a new account, I'm probably not going to rank for that. So going back over to eRank, we're going to scroll down and eventually you'll come across a keyword like Etsy t-shirts that has less competition but still a decent amount of search value. So then you search for Etsy t-shirts on Etsy and use these designs as inspiration. This probably wasn't the best example since Etsy t-shirt is still a pretty broad term, but some good keywords I found include Barbie Easter themed hoodie, a floral Easter bunny design hoodie, and some superhero St. Patrick's Day shirts. I used this product research method along with Photoshop, Google Images, and AI to make the designs. Then I imported them into my supplier Gelato. The next design I'm gonna make is a vintage style pirate t-shirt, since it has a good search to competition ranking on eRank. And to get started, all we have to do is go on Gelato, and in the stores section by the Etsy logo, click add product. Then we're gonna pick the cheapest woman shirt option possible, since I don't know a lot of dudes who casually scroll Etsy. It's mostly a woman's thing. But that being said, we're now gonna import our design on the shirt and pick some colors for it. And boom, for a cost of $8.28 per unit and maybe a little more for my plus size queens, we're gonna be able to sell this product on my Etsy store for $20 and be able to profit around $10 per unit sold after Gelato takes care of all the order fulfillment and shipping. This is why I'm so excited about the possibility of growing this Etsy page. With 40 listings on our profile now, I think we're making some good progress. I just added a few Barbie inspired designs and a Milwaukee themed coffee mug, and everything was done with Gelato. They even have a personalization studio where you can see your designs on shirts or hats and even add some text. Like for example, I made this design and also this one that are now listed on my Etsy page. And in this video, we're giving $150 of credit away to someone who's placed an order with Gelato. Just comment down below what you ordered and I'll pick one lucky winner to get $150 of credit to fund their print-on-demand business. But as the days passed and I still wasn't getting sales, I began to get worried. All right guys, so it's been a few days and I have some bad news. Our Etsy profile just isn't getting pushed. Yesterday, we got a whopping 7 views on our listings with 4 clicks, and today wasn't much better. 19 views with 1 click. I've been doing some research and my results seem pretty typical for new Etsy sellers, especially in the beginning. From what I've seen, it can take up to a month to start getting sales on your profile unless you launch with Etsy ads. But to do that, your page has to be at least 15 days old, and we have 3 more days to wait. So the goal is to get 50 listings done on our profile, and then we're gonna launch with some Etsy ads at maximum budget. The Etsy ads have officially been running for 13 days, and it's now been 29 days since we originally started our Etsy profile. As you guys can see, things aren't looking too good. We spent $52.31 to bring in 18,400 views and 176 listing clicks. From all that, we only got 1 sale for $16.79 on March 14th for an overall loss on this endeavor. But it could have been a lot worse. When I initially set up the Etsy ads, I set a budget of $25 per day. And you guys can see we've been consistently spending a lot less than that. Because Etsy ads are cost per click, meaning you only spend money when someone sees your listing and decides to click on it. But at this point, I think we need some help. This store has been running for almost a month with very little success, so I'm gonna contact some other print-on-demand YouTubers to see if they can tell us some secrets. And after messaging some YouTubers, I booked a call with Liam James K, the YouTuber I showed in the beginning of this video, who's made well over $100,000 on Etsy. Thank you so much for coming on, Liam. And so you've been doing print-on-demand for quite some time now. Could you kind of get into how you got started with it?
Yeah, so I've been doing it for a few years now, and yeah, Etsy's been my main source of income from print on demand. When I first started on Etsy, I failed because I started trying to sell NFT posters, and I think I made a couple of sales, but that just flopped. And then I realized what sold well and kind of the customers on there, a lot of female customers on there. My main first kind of success that I had was selling a Queen's Jubilee t-shirt. So in the UK, and every few years they have these street parties. So I jumped on that. I saw that these street parties were coming up, and I decided to create like a party themed t-shirt with a picture of the Queen on, and that took off. So my strategy from then on has been try and jump on trends and events that are coming up and try and get there before everyone else.
And after hearing a bit of his story, I had Liam review my profile.
But I think your overall strategy is kind of my strategy, but you just need to do a lot more of it. So say, for example, you found a keyword that you think you might be able to rank for. You obviously need to stand out amongst the sea of other green t-shirts, for example, on St. Patrick's Day. So if you put like a crazy background behind it, which might not look that professional, but as long as you're standing out, you're potentially getting more clicks. Also add like text and annotations. So it could just be like a little arrow saying made in the USA. Also, another great strategy is to, in your thumbnail, is have like a female wearing the t-shirt. Like not necessarily show the face, but it could be like blonde hair, quite an attractive looking female wearing the t-shirt. That just seems to get a lot more clicks. Also, so I had a little look before. So your listings, like I've put a lot more text inside the listing, descriptive. So when someone's reading your listing, you can kind of sell to them inside the listing as well. And you're probably going to increase your sales that way.
And this is helpful to me because I have 4 abandoned carts on my page for $127, meaning people are adding my product to cart, but not being convinced to buy.
And so you need to potentially like 10x the amount of listings, but also 10x the quality of the listings as well.
Did I just hear 10x?
Go 10x bigger now. If you're thinking 3 or 4, think 30 to 40. How would you do that? How would you change what you're doing, okay? And then go to get them multi-families. They'll never let you down. Be great, my brother. Be great.
Following advice from the 10x King himself and an Etsy kingpin, in a last-ditch effort to try and get some more sales on our Etsy page, I'm going to target one final trend, which is Easter, coming up in about a week. And I'm going to create as many shirts around the holiday as possible, targeting anywhere from parents to kids to Catholic people to as many Easter-themed shirt design niches I can think of as possible. And using our new method of higher quality thumbnails, a video of our product, and detailed descriptions, I think this could be a success. So I posted 5 more high-quality listings on our page this day, making sure to put a hot female in the thumbnail every time. Hopefully one of these new listings get a sale. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, but I stayed consistent the next day, posting 5 more items. We are up to 60 listings on our profile now, and this morning we got a sale for one of our Easter themed shirts. Let's go, baby! And when you look at our page's analytics, you can see that the new thumbnail designs we made, like this one, have a higher click-through rate than all the other designs. And I'm also trying to reduce competition on my listings by niching down my keywords a lot, by instead of targeting super broad terms like volleyball t-shirt with thousands of potential results, I use terms like Easter volleyball shirts for moms or soccer mom Easter shirts. This reduces competition a ton. And with our listings niche down, I'm hoping for another sale today. And by that evening, our dream came true. And it's kind of crazy to think it took us almost a month to get 2 sales, and after adding some better listings, we got 2 sales in one day. Now this could just be luck, but in total on this challenge, we made $111.76 in revenue, spent $58.72 on product cost and shipping with Gelato, $6 for the E-Rank subscription, $7.25 worth of Etsy fees, and finally, for the 60 listings on my page, I spent $12 for a total profit of $27.78 on this challenge. That's right, we came out with a slim profit on this one, but don't forget that Etsy's a business that starts out slow and grows over time. So with that being said, if you guys are looking to get started with print on demand, I highly recommend Gelato, and you can click the top link down below in the description to get 50% off your first order. And don't forget, we're giving $150 of credit away to one lucky person who's made an order with Gelato in the past. Just comment down below saying what you ordered, and I'll pick one person to get that credit. Thank you guys so much for watching. 3,000 likes for a part 2, and I will see you all next week. Peace out.